Welcome, Scorpio, to your weekly reading. This is for the 20th to the 27th of July. We are going to start off by pulling your oracle card that will give us the core theme that will be running through the week. And you have boundaries. Let's get the tarot cards for deeper insight. We'll start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week, your possible challenges, messages and advice from Spirit, and finally, the possible outcome of the week. Scorpio, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Scorpio, with boundaries coming through here, it tells me that you are going to be very protective with regards to something that is of great value and importance to you. This also tells me that there could be certain people in your life right now who push the limits of the boundaries, who overstep, who interfere, who offer their 2 cents worth, and it's not wanted or beneficial. So you are going to be working on establishing very strong and distinct boundaries. At the beginning of the week, we have King of Swords and the Hermit. Now, Scorpio, this week, we see you coming through presenting as King of Swords. It doesn't matter your gender. It is the energy of King of Swords I am speaking about. Now, as you can see, our king sits in his very large throne and he has this determined, no nonsense, don't start with me kind of look on his face, holding up his sword. This tells me you are ready to address what boundaries means to you. I see, my dear Scorpios, that this certain issue or issues has been under consideration for some time. You have been looking at ways on how to handle certain situations or people. You're going deep with it. Why are they doing it? Do I need this energy in my life? Are they coming from a good place? Or are they just trying to disrupt the good that is going on in my life? I really see you looking at whatever this is. And Scorpio, it could be the simplest thing as you've got a colleague at work that keeps interfering with your work and with your relationship with other colleagues or your boss. This could be, my dear Scorpios, that you have a particular friend who continuously takes advantage of your kind and generous heart. And it could be, Scorpio, that you have a wonderful new idea or plan, and there are people around you who continuously try to take you off course for their own reasons. So we see you really looking at what this is. With that snake over there, I do see that for some of you, Scorpio, there could be somebody around you who is crossing these boundaries for their own good. They've got a sneakiness about them. Under your possible challenges, we have 5 of Swords and the 3 of Wands. Now, this is actually so positive, Scorpio, because what I see is that you're going to be using that sword over there and you are going to confront whoever or whatever this is for you head on. You are not shying away from having those hard conversations. So if somebody does something or says something, you're going to catch them straight away, asking them, why did you say that? What do you want to achieve by interfering with my boss and spreading gossip? Why do you continuously speak negatively about me moving to a new home? What do you really want to tell me? You are going to be a force to be reckoned with. And by doing that, my dear Scorpios, by confronting it head on, not shying away from it, what you do is you allow yourself to move into Three of Wands, where you now can focus on what is important to you. You're not being pulled into this energy of why are they doing it? Why did they say that? Do they mean well and it just comes off so badly? That now releases and you focus on what you now are working on in your life. The new move, progressing in your career, starting a new business, looking for somebody romantically, taking your relationship to the next level. All of that interference energy is released. Under messages and advice from Spirit, we have a very big confirmation with regards to Seven of Swords. This is Spirit telling you that this is a period, my dearest Scorpios, that you do not let every Tom, Dick and Harry know of your plans. There are certain people around you who I feel are actually quite jealous of what you are planning or what you are doing. So Spirit says, keep quiet for now. When your plan has moved on and has become an actuality, then you can share it if you choose to. But for now, keep all your great ideas, all your great plans to yourself. There is one particular person in your life, Scorpio, that Spirit is acknowledging that has your best interest at heart. This could be your significant other, a close friend, a family member, somebody who wants to see you soar, somebody who wants to see you excel. And Spirit says, if you need to brainstorm, if you need a second opinion, this is the person to go to. At the end of the week, with Four of Cups here, my dear Scorpios, I do see you taking and accepting this cup coming from the hand of God. And that cup there is representing what you want to now be focusing on. You are turning your back on this energy of regret. Why did I tell them what was going on in my life? Now I've opened up Pandora's box and they're coming through with all this negative comments. Why did I tell my colleague about my idea and now they've stolen it? You let go of that. You focus now on what your future holds, what your plans are. And over this weekend, my dear Scorpios, you have Ace of Wands. This tells me that this energy of being ignited and excited and looking forward to what you're working on comes rushing back in. You don't have this energy of, I've got to stand up, I've got to protect myself, I've got to put them in their place. That's all done. Now you focus on you, your ideas, your plans, and I feel this is going to be a good weekend. Please have a notebook or journal nearby because with Ace of Wands, I do see those ideas and plans flooding in. Right, let's move on now and get your animal spirit guide message for this week. And you have number 6, Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. My dear Scorpios, the beaver is your spirit animal, so wherever a beaver comes up for you this week, take it as a blessed sign. Now your message is lay a solid foundation. And the solid foundation here is asking you to remove anything and anyone that could have been disrupting your plans for the future. You are being asked to work on what you want in your life. Don't let other people's resentments, jealousy, and bad behavior veer you off course. Set up strong boundaries and remember, keep all your plans to yourself. You are about to create something quite spectacular. Look at the size of that ship coming towards you. Now, whatever you are building is going to be around for many months to come, if not years, my dear Scorpios. Whether it's a new relationship, moving to a new home, building a second revenue stream, this is the time now to focus on you and what you want to establish. That is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.